Hi everyone. I spoke with Nabil the Thrill Khatib. Nabil's the owner of Team Bushido Gym in Ottawa and Heroes Combat League as well. Nabil's a super experienced fighter himself, and he was wanting a way to give back to young fighters, and I'm really happy I got the opportunity to speak with him because I really think he brings an interesting perspective. He just opened a new gym, had all these big plans, and then the pandemic hit. So I really hope that people hear his story and kind of understand some of the things that gyms are going through in Ottawa, but also across the province and globally as well. So without further ado, no more intro. I want to introduce you to Nabil the Thrill Khatib. First of all, could you tell me a little bit about your organization and how long you've been coaching there?
My gym is called Team Bushido MMA Fitness Center. It's been a long time. 15 years. 15 years.
Okay.
We started in a small town in Rockland and built it up from there. And through my MMA career, we moved the gym to Ottawa and look for bigger and better things. And we teach everything from Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu to Muay Thai to MMA and fitness programs.
So if you can just go back to when the news of the COVID-19 outbreak first broke out, can you just tell me how did you respond to the news of the outbreak, and I guess also how did your members respond?
I'm a very curious individual, so I do a lot of research, and I watch CNN constantly. It's what I do. I know a lot of media is overblown. They over exaggerate a lot of things. However, it did start to concern me that people were going to be concerned. And I started asking around to see who is sick, who has this COVID-19. I spoke to some nurses and some doctors, and they told me, hey, how severe it was. So, I spoke to some other gym owners as well, and most of us took it upon ourselves to try and help and close the gyms and sort of avoid more infection. And that's pretty much how it happened, and I think that my students appreciated it and also understood the severity of the situation.
What are some of the ways that you've adapted to keep in touch with your members?
Yeah, it's a good question. It's something that I've always done. Like I said, I've had gyms for many years, and always dealt with contacting my members through either Facebook or direct phone calls. Messaging, Instagram, and trying to contact new members as well that way. But I mean, for the members that I have currently, we give them a call here and there, a message here and there. And at first, when we first closed down, I decided I wanted to make sure keep them active. So we did some videos that we just sort of sent them privately to the members. And then when we realized that the government was actually going to shut us down for longer, even though we'd taken the steps to close anyway. And then about a week later, they announced the fact that we're going to be closing down. We decided that having Zoom classes would be beneficial to the members as well as to us, to keep in contact with them, to keep them motivated, to keep them active, because a good immune system is what's going to help, right? So we started doing Zoom classes, and the only problem that we had, which I'm sure many gyms are out there are in the same situation, is that we had moved. We had sold one gym in the East End of Ottawa, and we sold it to a friend of mine who's taking care of my members, who was very happy with the process and the program that he teaches. So we opened up a new location in the West End. So basically put in umpteen amount of dollars. We opened January 6th. Right? Yeah. Right? Look at that reaction.
Man.
January 6th. And within 2 months, we were up to 37 members, I believe, which is incredible. It was very good within 2 months. And that's January. January, February, and then March this happens. and then we're kind of like, oh, damn. So, for the students that we have, we keep in contact with them. I even keep in contact with some of the old members. They've been with me a long time.
What are some of the response you've gotten from your adaptations? So online classes, reaching out to people individually. How do your members feel about these adaptations?
Most of them, they understand the situation and they're supporting us, which is great. And they're doing. A few of them are doing the classes. Mm-hmm. I can't say they're all doing the classes, but a few of them are. But they continue to support us anyway. There are a few. I would say probably 20% decided to just put their membership on hold until we reopen again. Okay. Which kind of hurts financially, obviously, because like I said, we've only had 37 members to end up. Before we were our last location, we were up 176 members, right? So just imagine going from that to this. So, that being said, for the most part, they are supporting. The ones that are actually doing the classes are not that many. The more the merrier. The more we see on there, the better. But it's hard to motivate people that way. But it's good to see that they're at least supporting us. And I think all the gym owners are seeing that as well, that their members are supporting them.
For you, what are some of the challenges being in delivering your classes on Zoom? Or online, any platform?
Well, we use Zoom. We do use Zoom. It's choppy. It's a bit choppy. Sometimes we have, we'll have a few of the members on there. We'll see them all on screen, but then one of them freezes. Mm-hmm. Kind of like, okay, guys, hold on. I'm gonna wait and see if David unfreezes. Hold on. Hold that thought. Hold that squat position. But that's really not that big of a deal. But that's generally what's the most frustrated thing that I've encountered. There's also delay in the speech sometimes, and that's not due to too many punches to my head. It's just delay in my speech. That's what it is. So it is as they say, which is I hate this saying, but it is what it is. We have to continue pushing and letting the members know that we're still here for them, and that we're going to be there when we're back open. It's interesting. It's like I'm not going to cry over it because there's always something to look forward to. I try to have my life. I try to think through my life. Always look at the positive things, right? But it's very hard to say that when I just opened a new gym, 37 members. Yeah. And you have some gyms out there that have been there a long time, which great for them. I'm very happy for them that the landlords are taking care of them. They're not charging them rents and so on. When you have a landlord like mine, who didn't give a can I curse over here?
Why not? Yeah.
He didn't give a He wants 100% of his rent. Didn't care.
Wow.
He wouldn't go with the government funding. He wanted his money, no matter what. So that being said, I ended up leaving. I shut down the gym. Mm-hmm. I took everything I put in storage. So all my gym equipment, all my mats, 60 mats, a boxing ring, heavy bags, weights, everything. I even, because he was such a prick, I took the kitchen sink and the toilets and the vanities, everything that I put in there. I paid for all that stuff, so I took it out.
Might as well.
And everything's in storage right now, and we're looking for a better location, and hopefully we'll find a better location for our members. And they for the most part, they're going to understand. And I just wish that the government would have done something different.
Yeah, and that's my next question. Have you spoken to anybody in the government, whether locally or at a higher level, like provincially or federally, about reopening or when gyms can reopen at all?
I have spoken to our local MP, Chandria Araya, and he, the email I got back is I basically sent them an email about what my landlord had done to us.
Yeah.
I was hoping that we can, get through to Doug Ford to see what he's going to do about these landlords. Mm-hmm. He said he's going to come down hard on these landlords, but what does that mean exactly, right?
And how long is it going to take?
Yeah, how long is it going to take? I mean, is it going to be retroactive? Like, we're already gone, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is he going to go back to him and say, you owe him this much money for all the money he put in? It's not right what you did. It's not right that you did to him. I mean, if I would have known, Doug Ford said he can't do this. Here's what we're gonna do. Yada yada yada. I would have stayed in the location, right? But we weren't getting any information. The only thing they're giving us a loan. They're giving us a loan, $40,000. Okay, so you're shutting us down. Yeah. We're not allowed to have any revenue, but you want to lend us money that we have to pay back. Why? That makes no sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're giving us this serve money, $2,000 a month. Okay, so I know we're gonna be taxed on that. All right, great. So you think $2,000 is gonna be enough to survive?
Yeah.
I'm a grown-ass man.
Okay, so that kind of leads me to, a couple of questions I have based on what you said. First, when gyms reopen, what do you think some of the precautions are going to be? Obviously, there's going to be social distancing policies. It's not going to be everything opens once, like what opens at once. There's going to be like phases and stages, and then there's going to be things like social distancing policy, cleaning policies. What do you think a martial arts gym is going to look like in Ontario?
Martial arts gyms have always had cleaning protocols.
Yeah,
always have. The only difference is that with grappling, with Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you guys are hugging each other. I get that. So there's not really much you can do about that except making sure you're making sure you're not sick, make sure you don't have a fever, make sure you're not sniffling or coughing or whatever when you come in. But again, that comes down to, well, is he sick? He doesn't have to have symptoms. If he's sick, he could still be sick without symptoms, right? And then pass it on. What are you gonna do? It's even if I have a cold or any other flu and I don't have symptoms, I'm still gonna pass it on. So it's something that the government's gonna have to figure out how to do.
Yeah.
Be other programs like Muay Thai, hitting the bags, that type of thing, keeping us 2 meters apart or 6 feet apart. That's fine. That can all be done. We didn't have to shut down. They could have said, okay, well, no grappling. There's no contact. You can keep your gym open. Stay with the protocols. Cleaning. Have sanitizer at the front door. Make sure they're always washing. Make sure they're washing their hands constantly. Make sure there's no contact between people. You can hit the heavy bag. Make sure the heavy bags are always clean. Train your instructors so they understand what the protocols are. Not only that, I mean, I have spoken to. I know at first at the beginning I was saying, it's a bad disease. It's a very bad flu. It's it's going to hurt the economy. It's going to hurt many people. But now that we've gone through a couple of months and we realize every single news report or newscast, whether it be on national TV or even on the internet, they're all making it seem so much worse than it is. So much.
I think what's dangerous is not necessarily, well, yes, the effects are dangerous to specific populations if you have an underlying disease or, as you said, if you are of advanced age. But I think the really dangerous element is the transmission. People don't know that they're transmitting the disease. People don't know that they're catching. They don't know who they're giving it to. So I think that's why why the policies have been so cautious. I just think that in doing that, we've forgotten about businesses that involve contact and how are they going to survive and what's the support for them too.
Yeah, and their support is not support. They're lending us money. That makes no sense. If they really wanted to help businesses, right? The ones that they made shut down, right? They made us shut down. They should have been sending the rent directly to the landlord. Period. You want to lend us money that we have to pay you back? That makes no sense. 0 cents. We have zero revenue.
So my question is, if people in Ottawa want to support their local gyms, for example, your gym, what are some of the things they can do during the pandemic?
If they want to support the local gyms, I mean, even if you're, I don't know, like, I don't want to tell them, even if you're not into fitness or into martial arts, jump online and buy one of the programs. Well, I wouldn't say that. But if you are interested in getting fit, if you're interested in a little discipline, if you're interested in just making contact with people, and even if you're working, working a lot of hours, but you want local businesses to survive, just jump online. Our programs are like our program is cheaper than the regular package because we don't have you come into the gym, so we dropped our price quite a bit. But I mean, just support us by saying, hey, we want you to be here. That's going to show us that you want us to be here. That we do good things for your kids. We do good things for your husbands and for your wives and for everyone. We try to build better people with our programs. That's the whole point. Maybe I fought for 20 years. I punched people in the face, elbows and knees and bloody and whatever. But it's not what people think, and we're not asking you to do that. We're not asking you to fight. We're saying try martial arts. Not everyone is a fighter, but everyone could be a martial artist.
I want to thank Nabil for speaking with me. As I always say, it's important that people support their local gyms, so thank you for that. Make sure to subscribe to The Leg Kick on YouTube for more fun content. You can find our socials below. We have podcasts, we have videos, and more fun stuff coming out.